what's happening, housemates? It's Claire here with an Our House exclusive. I'm backstage in Manchester with a very exciting band. It's the start of their European tour. They're on the road to Sonisphere. Let the madness begin. It's friends of our house, Fozzy!
Yay! All right.
Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for
joining us.
joining
Thanks a lot for letting us.
Back in the UK, you've mentioned that the UK is like your second home.
Yes.
And you got married here, Rick?
I did.
Did.
So it's technically maybe my first home.
Yeah.
I'm ready to abandon on.
He actually doesn't have a home in the States, so he's looking for one here.
Yeah.
So right now he's a man without a home.
You need to come to Manchester.
He does? Can he stay at your house?
You can, yeah.
Perfect.
At our house.
Ah, good plug. Nice plug. At ourhouse.co.uk.
What did you say? Did you call them housemates? Is that what you said? That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's the name of your fans?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
That's good. That's nice.
So tell me what you love about coming to the UK then.
Ever since we started coming here in 2004, 2005, people have always really just been nuts for Fozzy. It's been great. It's the first country that ever really broke us as far as, you know, sold out shows and just constantly inviting us back to play over and over again. I think this is probably 6th or 7th time here. It's our 3rd time here in the last 12 or 13 months. So we just love coming to play here. The fans are great. They know the songs. They're very, always very gracious to us. So what's not to like? You know?
I think the last time that you were here, we had a conversation. You were trying to work out the reasoning behind prawn cocktail crisps. Have you come across any other English or British traditions that are a bit strange?
Well, I mean, the prawn one is the only one that really is a little bit offensive, quite honestly. As far as the dill pickle and the ketchup, we have those in Canada, so I'm a little bit more used to them. But I think, is there other crazy ones? There's a couple crazy ones, like roast chicken.
There's Cajun squirrel we have.
Cajun squirrel, that was a good one. That was a good one. So
those are two things that don't go good together.
Cajuns and squirrels.
Right.
So yeah, we haven't really found any other ones. I was thinking of creating bubblegum chips. Great bubblegum chips. Chipalicious, I would call them. So we're working on those. We have them available at the merch stand on our next. Fozzy presents Chipalicious. Great flavor, watermelon and burst nut berry. Look at that Twilight with 12-inch hot dog.
Everywhere. So I mentioned just then you're going to Sonisphere.
Yes.
With the big 4.
Exactly. It's the big 4 1/4 with us on the bill.
Yeah. How excited are you?
We're really excited. I mean, just to be on Sonisphere is a huge honor, and once again shows the power of our fans over here in England and in the UK. Because if it wasn't for the constant demand for Fozzy to be playing, we wouldn't have grabbed the attention of the Sonisphere promoters. So it's huge for us. We played Download a few years ago, but this is the biggest show ever with the big 4. And on our night it's with Slipknot and Motorhead, so it doesn't get much bigger than that. And we're excited to be a part of such a great lineup, and we're looking forward to tearing the roof off the place.
Good.
Although there isn't really a roof on the place, so it's more of a figure of speech, really. But if there was a roof, we would tear it off. It would be torn.
I always wonder when you're backstage at these things, because you did the Golden Gods in LA.
Yes.
When you're backstage, do you have to be like really cool and rock and roll, or can you just be a fan and be like, I want your picture? And
No. I mean, at this stage of the game, we've been doing this for 12 years. Rich has been, and the other boys have been doing this for 20 years probably. Yeah. So they're more peers than anything. I mean, most of those guys we've either played with or hung out with in different areas and stuff. So, but once in a while you get a couple people that you see. Like this last time at Golden Gods, I met David Coverdale for the first time.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was pretty cool. And who else?
Well, Lars came up and wanted a photo with me, and then Coverdale did.
Yeah, and he turned him down, of course. He doesn't have time for that.
No.
But it was cool. Geezer Butler was there, and I'd never met him, so I introduced myself, and that's when I was on Dancing with the Stars, and he was like, I've been watching you on Dancing with the Stars. I even voted for you too. And I was like, yes, Geezer Butler voted for me.
Well, I voted for you as well.
Thank you. But it was cool though, because we played, and Alice Cooper said he dug our set, Max Cavalera. Billy was saying that
Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold came by and complimented us. So it was cool for us to be there with all those bands and actually play, and then get some good reviews and good reports afterwards too. So it was a nice little pat on the back for us.
Yeah. I've just noticed that cool little tattoo you've got there. Have you all got one actually?
Well, me and Rich got them. We were in Toronto.
F Twin Powers activate.
Form of rock band. Yay, we win. We were on. We played a gig at this place called the Tattoo Rock Club in Toronto. So we thought afterwards, well, why don't we get a tattoo. I actually called him a couple weeks before and was like, let's get a tattoo, and he was like, who is this, and what have you done with my friend?
I know, this is the same guy who like has no tattoos, and like, you know, at some point.
I figured the first official one would be the Fozzy F. So.
And I haven't had any done in 11 years, so I came out of retirement.
It's been that long.
Have you had any fans copy or anything?
Actually, it's weird. I've had 3 or 4 on Twitter that have got it. And we see quite a lot of Fozzy tattoos. One guy actually got a big one. I forgot to show you the picture. It says Fozzy here, and then he's got Broken Soul written like there. So we've seen quite a few Fozzy tattoos over the years. The best one is this crazy guy in LA. He's got everybody's name on his like all over him, and it's just the worst like jailhouse tattoos ever. You sign your name, and then like 2 hours later he comes back, look what I got, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did. And he's so high on like crystal meth, and he's got everybody's name. And the best of all is when ZO2, we played with this band ZO2 at the Whiskey, and we were at NAMM the next day, and Paulie Z's the singer, he's got a little bit of a, you know, this crazy guy, and he's like, oh, Jericho, look what he's got right there. I just signed my name, and he's gonna get it tattooed. Beat that, beat that. I'm like, oh yeah, look at right there. He's already got it tattooed. Fozzy, we win, you lose. Paulie was so crushed.
Always a bridesmaid.
Yeah, he's right.
So tell us about the VIP experience. It's something that no other band does. What do you get with the VIP experience?
I think Sean can explain it quite well.
Well, you know, the fans get a chance to hang out with us, go out to eat, ask us questions and stuff. It's fun. It's a good chance for us to meet them and bring them into our little world and makes them happy. So
bring them into our largesse.
that's right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, when you get to eat dinner with the band, that's the cool thing.
That's
because
the difference.
you know, when you like, if we can sit around and talk backstage amongst 25 or 30 people, and you end up just kind of feels like, oh, we're mingling. You know what I mean? But you don't really get to have conversation over a meal. You can actually have a chance of really, you know, not just exchanging pleasantries. Oh, well, thank you for supporting the band. Things you got an hour over a meal and drinks to hang out and just chat and talk about. We end up a lot of times not even talking about music or anything. It's just like, what do you do for a living? Like, we actually kind of start becoming friends with folks, and it's neat, you know?
Well, it's good you mentioned that, because I think you build a bit of a community by doing it as well, because everyone that I met on it is a friend of mine now.
And that's what we've done. I mean, you know, to really make it as a band at any point in time, especially nowadays with the music business as weird as it is, you have to start a grassroots movement. It's the same thing that Iron Maiden did in the late 70s, early 80s, what Metallica did. They just kept touring, they kept coming back, and then you get this whole battalion of people who keep saying Fozzy, 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 and then suddenly, well, what's this Fozzy you keep talking about? Okay, maybe I'll try it. Then, wow, we like Fozzy too. And this gives us a chance to really, like you said, creates a whole community of Fozzy fans. And we wanted to do something different when we thought of the VIP idea, because there's other bands that do it, but nobody has dinner with the fans. Nobody allows them to watch sound check, you know, hang out. Most people maybe come in for a group shot, if that. I know Bon Jovi just has roadies show up and tell stories about Bon Jovi.
Really?
How fucking lame is that, you know? So we wanted to do something a little bit above and beyond. That's what we've always done with our band, is do something more than just the average, you know, band experience would be. And that's why we wanted to do this. And we're really excited with how well it's taken off. And it's great for us to meet all of the fans and then meet us. And even for like Sonisphere, we did roadie for a day, where people get to come and actually be a part of the whole experience of what it's like to be behind the scenes, setting gear up and you know, carrying guitars, and
they spent the whole day with you.
Yeah, exactly, or doing whatever it is we need done. And I mean, I think, if I was, you know, not in a band and not accessible to a lot of these bands, and if, you know, Ozzy had a VIP where you can go hang out with them for the day, or, you know, Metallica or whatever, I'd be there. So we're giving people a chance to do something that maybe they've always dreamed about.
Yeah.
I had a great thought of what you guys were talking about. Who was the actor who did the old man telling the ghost stories on the beach shore there in the fog, the original? The
John Carpenter?
Yeah, John Carpenter was the old crusty sailor guy who was telling the ghost stories on the. Do you remember John Houseman?
John Houseman.
John Houseman. He's got the old accent.
Yeah.
Maybe we should hire him to just do our VIP where he just tells stories.
Yeah, he does. And the best thing is he died like 5 years ago.
So
if we could actually get him to do it, like a zombie John Houseman,
that would be awesome.
Who tells stories and then rips your juggler out at the end of it,
and we'd
give you something different.
That would be definitely something different.
What a way to go out.
Yeah.
Houseman. Yes. Used to be on Silver Spoons. Ricky.
Whatever.
Must be an American.
It is. He was on Steptoe and Son, I believe.
Oh, really?
No.
fallen for it. So I'm sat here with a team of multitaskers. You're not just in a band. WWE superstar, Stuck Mojo and Adrenaline Mob. So first of all, let's talk about Stuck Mojo. I think last time I spoke to you, Rich, you said you were planning a UK tour.
Well, just
still going ahead?
Well, everything with Fozzy is just things have just, the momentum has been there, and when you have the wind to your backs, you set sail and go. And it's so we.
Something John Houseman would say.
Yeah. So it's. And the other thing about it is that the reason that Stuck Mojo has existed for so long is that we have a great fan base, and obviously the history and tradition of what the seeds we planted years and years ago. But it was also stayed around because when Fozzy became a big part of all of our lives, Chris was still wrestling. So when Chris was, obviously his schedule wasn't available to tour, it gave us the opportunity to go out with Stuck Mojo. Now that Chris has got time off from wrestling, it's all Fozzy all the time. It's Fozzy TV 24/7. And so if Chris decides to go back to wrestling, or if he gets the hosting job as The Price is Right, or whatever it is that he gets, then maybe we'll do some more shows. But right now, like I said, it's this is our band.
Which leads me on nicely to my next question. You probably get asked this 1,000 times a day. When are you coming back?
Oh,
Hot boxes or briefs?
Yeah, it's not a given that I'm coming back, and it's one of those things where it makes me kind of laugh. Or like, oh, when are you coming back? I don't know, maybe never. I mean, there's no time frame on it either way. And when I was a kid, I've been in bands since I was 12 years old, and I always wanted to be in a rock band, and I wanted to be a wrestler. And I was lucky enough to have both of those dreams come true. Wrestling was great. It was awesome. I kind of did everything I could do in wrestling. And now that the band is like Rich said, the momentum is behind us so much over the last 2 years. It's been amazing. There's no reason to stop that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people, want to have this direct answer and kind of expect it, but there is no expectations, because as of right now, all that I'm into is Fozzy and building the band and taking it as far as we can go. And ever since Chasing the Grail came out, I think we've played in 10 countries so far, and there's no end in sight. We were going to record a new album this summer, but we just didn't have the chance because this tour came up, and now there's more opportunities in Canada. We're probably coming back to the UK in November. We're hoping to go to Japan in December, maybe Australia in February. So the cycle just keeps going, and we'll keep playing for as long as people want to see us play this record, and then we'll start working on a new record either in between that or when it's all done. So.
The rumours were circulating that you were coming back for The Undertaker at WrestleMania, so no truth to that.
I know nothing about that, so it's funny. I read all these things online, and it's one of the things that kind of pisses me off about the internet is people expect everything in their hands right now. I want to know everything right now, and there's nothing to know. If there was, I would tell you, but there is zero plans, zero talks. It's Fozzy, all Dave, all night.
Do you still follow WWE?
Yeah, all the time, always. Yeah, I'm a fan, still enjoy watching it. Just have no desire to go back to it right now. If I did, I'd have to come up with something completely new.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back doing the same character that I did because everyone else is doing it now.
Liz is doing it now.
Well,
isn't it?
everybody is. I think that's become kind of the template of what a heel does there, and that's cool. But I want to kind of do something completely different. If I even thought about it, but I haven't thought about it.
So what did you think of CM Punk on Monday Night Raw?
I thought it was great. I mean, it was a great moment, and that's the great thing with the WWE. They create moments like that every once in a while that get people talking. That's what it's all about.
Excellent. Now, the Fozzy community that I was talking about earlier on have tweeted me some questions that they would like to ask you. So that's okay.
That's special.
This is from Nina. She was a VIP last night with you guys.
Nice. I remember her, Nina, yeah.
She says, since you guys spend so much time together, is there anything that you'd like to do as a group on your days off?
Well, it's funny because we actually haven't had a day off officially we don't usually do day offs. We don't like it.
I've just seen your schedule. You finish at 2 and then it's straight on to the next one.
Yeah, and even during the tours, we don't like having days off. But this tour, we actually have 2 or 3 days off. So we'll find something to do. In my mind, we have a day off in Switzerland, and I'm envisioning us finding some Swiss lake, and we all go swimming together, and kind of walk down the beach throwing sand at each other, and we got to play football together, and just like all the hugs. Hey guys. But we actually, it was fun. On the last tour, we had a really cool bus with the DVD player and everything. We watched like old Van Halen videos and Iron Maiden and Rush, and watched a couple good movies, and we got some good ones this tour too. So just have a couple drinks and watch a couple movies, and then go frolicking around a nice mountain lake.
Sounds
Hopefully.
nice. Frolicking.
Frolicking. Actually, what's probably going to happen is we'll sleep till 4 p.m., go get something to eat, and go to a movie, and that'll be it, or something.
Come to Boots.
We went to Boots today. I tweeted it. Did you see it? I said, me and the Duke just went to Boots to buy shampoo. # we are huge rock stars.
Marlene asks, are there any musicians Fozzy would like to collaborate with?
Delson?
I think Rush should bring me in for their new record.
Nice.
That would be my dream. I'm gonna shoot high.
That album's called Slumming It.
We've been really fortunate that we've collaborated with Zach Wilde and Marty Friedman, Jeff Waters. I'm not really too sure who we'd like to collaborate with, but in a dream world, man, it'd be cool to have, Ozzy sing some tracks with us, or get some guitar solos from Eddie Van Halen, maybe something like that. Rich?
Yeah, anytime that you can, I think from our perspective is like, it's one thing to be like an amazing player or singer or musician, but I think just having people that we grew up really looking up to, whether they're even still good or anymore, it's just like the legacy. It's why it's always cool that, like, I'd always love to do something with Steve Perry, from Journey, just because of the legacy. I'd want to just to ask him a couple of questions about what it was like in the late 70s when, Styx and Heart and Deep Purple and Rainbow, all these bands, like when music was really, was good.
Have you got any
Billy, what do you think? Hold on, Billy, what do you think?
Collaborations, it'd be cool to do something with one of the big four, I think, as far as having them on a Fozzy record, or one of the Iron, some of the guys from Iron Maiden or something like that. That would be really cool, that'd be really
Frankie?
Yeah, I think you guys pretty much covered it.
Akeem Olajuwon on the drums, or
Akira Jimbo?
Name one, but you have to name someone, Frank.
If it's someone you never heard of, that's who I want to collaborate with.
No, but name someone. It has to be someone. Loaded gun. You've rubbed the genie comes out and says, name one right now.
Simon Phillips.
Hey!
Let's stick with
Simon Le Bon.
You didn't drop McCartney.
Well, yeah, that's kind of above and beyond. Okay, McCartney. Write a song with McCartney and play with him.
Do you any favourite UK bands that you've seen throughout your tour at all?
Actually, we toured with the band Black Swan from Ireland. They were an amazing band. Did you? Actually, that's because he's standing right over there.
Yeah!
Come over here. Come say hi.
Hey! Everybody say hello to Jagger from Black Swan.
Exactly.
Yeah!
No, we played with Black Swan in our last tour, and they were really good. We really did enjoy watching them play. It's funny because they did a cover of "Don't Talk to Strangers" by Dio, and that was like kind of the draw. I want to hear what they sound like, and then kind of check out the rest of the set too. And it was a great band. It was fun to play with. And we've had a lot of great opening bands over the years. Forever Never did great with us. The Jokers were a lot of fun to play with.
We have the Jokers on our show as
Really,
well.
great guys.
Yeah, love those guys.
Paul's a great guy, and they were a great band to play with us too, because they had a little bit of a different sound, a little more like a Zeppelin type style, and they were fun to play with.
And then heavy bands like Death Valley
Pile Driver was fun to play with.
Yeah.
A band from Atlanta called Halcyon Way.
Spot. Can never forget Spot.
Spot was this band we played with. They just did one show with us in I don't know, it was Southampton or something. And the drummer was probably about 400 pounds. And he could barely,
on the low side.
On the low side, like maybe even bigger, and just like a big circle of humanity. And the snare was about here with his stomach. And dude, he played like a motherfucker. He's like.
But it was funny how far out the snare was, because he had to accommodate for such room. So he played. It's like.
But yeah,
awesome.
I did not expect that.
No, yeah.
But we're almost like at this point, we're almost like a UK version of the way Kiss used to be, like opening bands play with us and then go on to bigger and better things. Symphony Cult play with us.
Vendetta. There's so many killer bands.
They get like record deals or management or whatever it is. So we take great pride in the fact that we always have good opening bands to play with us. Voodoo Vegas is with us on this tour.
Yep.
There are a lot of fun memories in Torment, but I think Black Swan was the best one so far. Hopefully we'll get a chance to play with them again.
Good. So we have one more from the Fozzy fans. Are there any places you haven't been to that you would like to spread some Fozzy madness? That's from Laura. who's your roadie for the day, I think.
We've got to go to Japan.
Yeah, with Japan, it's been our white whale for a long time. We for whatever reason, just can't get a chance there. And when we do, I know we're going to tear the roof off the place once again, because our music is exactly what Japanese metal fans like. Obviously, I have some name value from my years of working over there wrestling-wise. But that's the one place we'd really like to go and tear it up. And
what's prevented you from going there?
Just, you know, who knows? I mean, just whatever it is. But when we get a chance to go over there, the best thing about Fozzy is, like, if we don't get invited to the party, we just start our own. And we do that. We just keep knocking on doors. We don't take no for an answer. And we've built up a great fan base in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Australia has been great for us. France is now good for us. Canada has been great for us. You know, and we're playing in Germany this time, Denmark, Switzerland, Belgium, Holland, you know, all these places we've never been to before. So every time we can go there, it just opens more doors. So we'll get to Japan sooner or later, even if we have to get on a freaking steamship and go there ourselves and busk in the middle of Shinjuku or something. But we'll get there.
Yeah, if we can do Japan and South America, then the bucket list is done.
Yeah. But once again, just to continue to keep coming to the UK, I think we've played. People ask us sometimes, like, why do you play like Margate? And it's like, why not? They invited us to come play, so fuck, we'll be there, man. So we'll play, you know, Sonisphere and Margate and everywhere in between.
Yeah. Well, it's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for joining us on our house.
Thank you.
Have a rocking show tonight. I'll be on the front row.
Thank you very much. So
housemates.
Can you give us a key to our house? Like, is there actually a house? Or is it more of just like a figurative thing, like a philosophical thing?
It's my house in Manchester.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to come round.
Well, great. We'll come use your shower and eat some cookies. You know.
We have a question for you.
Yes.
United or City?
United.
Yeah. What's the team that we went and saw?
United.
We love them. Thank you, Our House. We appreciate it. And go to Our House. What is it? Manchester.
Manchester.com.
Well, I guess you know that already if you're watching this. So come back and visit us anytime. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace.
Off.